Greetings, friends. I trust you're doing well. I trust you're keeping safe. Thank you so much for joining me today in yet another episode. If you're new here, a warm welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, click on that subscribe button and join this family. In today's episode, I'm talking about being still. I don't know, do you struggle with being still? Is it easy for you to shut out the world, shut out everybody, and just have that quiet moment? Or do you struggle? Sometimes there is so much going on around, and just looking at our world today, I mean, there's pressures from everywhere. There's work pressures, things you're expected to do, and tasks and activities day in, day out. We have social media. I mean, if you're not careful, you can be addicted to social media. People are posting, and there's a lot going on there, even just news and politics, and this can also take a toll on you. And then we have our relationships, that we are managing, and relationships also come with its own share of expectations. There is so much. And then there is the pressure that just comes with our own thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts can be so loud, and especially our negative thoughts. They can be so loud, so much so that you cannot even compare it to the noise you're hearing from outside. And I think this is one thing to really be cautious and pay attention to. So, when you think about just being still, how does it benefit you? Have you ever paused for a moment and just asked yourself, if I was just quiet, or probably you've tried it out, just carving out that moment when you're quiet and silent, do you think it can help you or benefit you? So I wrote down some few points, just my own personal reflections about the benefits of being still, and I hope you find them insightful. So, one, when you learn to be still, and maybe before I talk about when you learn to be still, think about what are some of the situations or moments that trigger, your stability. Things happen, people can trigger you, and your emotions get all, boiling up. So when you learn to be still, one of the good things you will learn is to learn to calm yourself down. Being still is about being quiet. Is about trying to get your mind to a state of rest so that it's not processing so much at the same time, including all our emotions, and especially even negative emotions. So, especially when you're angry or someone has triggered you, and you just tell yourself you need to be still, you need to be quiet, it helps to calm you down. If you can learn to just take even a moment, a second, a few minutes before you respond, you're going to see the difference it's going to make. So, learning to be still will just help to bring your emotions into balance and to put you in a state of stability. Now, when you also take time to be still, it allows you to process. Can you try to imagine a situation, maybe you've gotten into an argument or you're having an exchange with someone, a colleague, a family, a friend, all that back and forth. You're triggered over something and you don't even know sometimes, why you're upset. But when you take a moment to step back and be still and quiet, it allows you time to process. And wouldn't you want to do that for yourself? You want to understand, why am I feeling this way? And I don't know if you've had those moments where, you're feeling triggered, you're feeling upset about something, but you have not quite put your finger exactly as to why you've reacted the way you have. So when you learn to be still, to just step back, to have that quiet moment, it allows you to process your thoughts. It allows you that time to just ask yourself what's going on here. And that's really important for you to figure out what is the issue here. Now, also, when you're able to step back and be still, it's going to help you gain clarity as to what the problem is, and you'll be surprised at how your mind will be clear and you can start thinking of solutions or thinking of the next step. For example, at the heat of a moment, let's say with your spouse, and they've done something that has really angered you, and you can literally feel yourself boiling up. The anger is piling up and piling up. And at that moment, you retreat. It's amazing how maybe a few hours later, the same kind of anger or negative, feelings you had towards that situation will have changed, just because you've calmed down and now you have a different perspective of, the particular issue. I've had a few experiences, including very recently. you know um, I felt triggered by my spouse, and I just kept quiet and walked away. And I was actually monitoring, what I'm feeling, because I also know if I had responded, I would have just made the situation worse, and not really helping anybody. So this is something, my beautiful ladies, I'm also just learning with you, even as I'm sharing and inviting you to reflect with me. I'm trying and I'm learning. It's not easy, of course. I have my moment, but it's something I really want to endeavor to just learn to step back, especially at the heat of the moment. And what I noticed is, like an hour later of just, taking a step back, I didn't have those feelings of resentment and anger anymore, just because I took that time to step back. And I had a completely different perspective on the issue, which is what being still does for you. It will help you have a totally different perspective on the issue, and now you're going to look at it objectively. And what do I mean by that? You're probably going to even ask yourself questions like, what did I do? Is there something I can do? What is within my control in this situation? What can I do? And not so much pointing the finger towards the other person who has triggered you, because at the end of the day, things are happening within you, emotions are spiraling within you, and so it's important for you to be in a situation where you feel you're taking charge of your emotions, you're taking charge of your actions, and you're not just acting or reacting because of what someone has done or said to you. So when you learn to be still, in short, you're learning to gift yourself peace. You're learning to gift yourself calm and composure. And who doesn't want that? And the more we learn to gift ourselves this gift of calm and composure, it means we are becoming stronger, we are becoming more empowered, and we are taking more charge of our lives. You're not living your life and leaving it at the mercy of other people, whether it's family or friends. You're taking charge. So the next time you feel triggered, the next time you feel someone is really pushing your buttons, just remember, be still. And you will be surprised at how you will turn out a few hours or a few days later, just because you took that moment to be quiet and be still. So let's go forth and gift ourselves the gift of just being still. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button and join this family. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you found this episode insightful. Take care and God bless you.